Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name's Michael of the Dead as a Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the Seven Dooms of Sandpoint. Joining me today are my wonderful and illustrious players. Look at them, aren't they beautiful? We have none other than the amazing Schoolie playing the role of Cinderiel, the cleric of Saren Ray.
Hello, sorry, you were just echoing a lot all of a sudden since you went to go live.
I'm echoing now. Of course I'm echoing now. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Because why would it want me to do the cool thing? I feel like I was misled, betrayed, and I am sad. So, you know.
I don't know. You're probably not echoing for chat, but you're echoing for us. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna turn off my computer sound here, just real quick. I tried, guys. I mean, I was hopeful for a second, but evidently not. So, what was that? Yeah. So first of all, yeah. Cinderiel, guys, this person here, who is also a moderator for our chat, and is a person who likes to keep me on my toes in terms of my tech, because, you know, he knows the stuff that happens as it happens and feeds it to me live so that I could sit here and go, ah! And that is it. Next up, we have, of course, playing the role of Peyton, the barman slash, ex-barman. You got fired. The guy, the unemployed.
I took the fish with me, though.
The vagrant, the squatter, the rent dodger, the guy. So Peyton, the fighter, played by our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have, of course, the daring do Ranger Navanda, played by the incredible, the one, the only Matt from All Things Fantasy.
Good morning.
It is good to see you all. It is wonderful to be here. Unfortunately, as you notice, half of our players are out for the holidays. How dare they have social lives? We have, of course, normally playing the role of Westonson is John, a.k.a. Avarian. We have Titus, played by Sean. We have Ziak, played by Rock Protector. We wish these guys the merriest of seasons and hope that they are well and cannot wait to see them around the table. But for now, however, the group that is gathered before here has a story to tell, and by thunder will we tell that story, but we are not going to do it alone. No, we travel forth into adventure with none other than people who support our channel, and they start with our sponsors for the show, who bring us all of the good stuff that make our show look freaking amazing. Starting, of course, with Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here, all the character tokens and the like, and of course, all of these minis, these little tiny things that I have here are made using this amazing bespoke 3D model making software that whether you're a printer yourself or whether you are just a collector of shiny trinkets, there is something for you there. It's also a great way to conceptualize your characters and bring them to life, and right now, Hero Forge is doing an advent calendar, so they are releasing tons and tons and tons of brand new content for you guys to check out. So go and check out Hero Forge and play around and have some fun. Then, of course,
they also made it so you can make they have 2-inch figures now.
Yes, they do. They have the statuette figures, which are larger, more collectible ones. I haven't yet gotten one yet, so I don't know how to review it. Like, is it going to be a good quality one? Is it not? But I will be reaching out into the new year so that you guys will be able to see first and foremost what those statues will look like. So there you go.
I'm trying to make some for my family for Christmas.
Oh, I love
But they won't come that Christmas, so I'm going to print them a picture and show them. They'll be getting that.
No, leave it a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Leave it a surprise. Leave it a surprise. Just be like, hey, it's coming, it's on its way. And then, of course, we have, making our sound effects look even more awesome, we have Sirenscape, which is a massive sound library of amazing sounds and music that we use in order to delve into the ambience of the games that we play. Now, with the Seven Dooms of Sandpoint, there is actually an entire sound set in Sirenscape for this particular soundtrack. You want the sound of Sandpoint as your heroes arrive for the very first time? Well, we've got you covered with the Varisian Buskers, the sound of the Sandpoint hinterlands. And then later on, when we entered the Ghoul Warrens in order to try and defeat the first lot of goblins, we then had an entire shift in the soundscaping that allows us to delve under the graveyard, through the burrows, in search of the body of Nualia. All of these sound effects and more are available at the touch of a button, so go check out Sirenscape and yeah, enjoy. And lastly, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which you can see all around us. The dice rolls and the rules and all of this stuff is maintained and looked after by, of course, my lovely VTT, which is a little bit on the expensive side, but I will say this. It gives you what you pay for. It is an amazing bit of kit, it's an amazing tool, and I have never once thought to myself that I was not grateful for all of the stuff that Fantasy Grounds helps me shortcut. So the only thing I need is an undo button on the character sheets. Guys, if you are listening and you're on the dev team, an undo button or a level down button on the character sheet. Please and thank you.
Level down, yes.
Okay. Because so many times my players misclick and then they go up wrong and then it's just a whole thing. But anyway, I digress. Then, of course, oh yes, and Fantasy Grounds, that's right, thank you, Cookie. Fantasy Grounds is also having a sale right now, so it is 50% off for Fantasy Grounds Ultimate, so if you guys want to get it now, hey, consider buying it, and if you do, use the affiliate code, because then, you know, not only do you get 50% off, but then Dag gets to take some of that money too. Just be like, yeah, this is mine. But there you go. Whew. Then, we have, of course, our biggest sponsor, the biggest people who help us do all this cool stuff, and that is our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you guys for being here, for being a part of the show. A very special shout out to our first time chatter here, Ticking Time Bomb Gaming. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know, it is always good to see so many familiar faces, some new faces as well. And as such, look, we run a tight ship here, but we do have a lot of improv and a lot of live elements to the game. Oh, I see you. Rob, how you doing, mate? How are you doing? Sorry, Cybernation Uncensored. Guys, if you do get a chance to, please go and check out Cybernation Uncensored. And, of course, some of his work. Are you still doing stuff with, over at Sirenscape as well? Or are you just doing your own stuff, you beautiful being you? Let me know. Put it in chat. Tell us. But, yes, go check out Cybernation. But, yes, we have live elements to our game, so we do like to stay as interactive as possible, and as such, we invite you to come behind the GM screen in order to enjoy all of the cool, fun, wacky, and amazing things. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time for a number of channel points that can be used to do a whole variety of different stuff. Inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine interventions, and even tarot readings. More and more and more stuff is just there. So, yeah, just watch the show and, you know, get to play along. In addition, if you guys would like to, subscribers earn channel points a little bit quicker. So for those of you who are subscribed, hey, you know, you get a chance to get more stuff. Then, of course, we have our lovely and amazing donators who help Dag with his, basically his monthly expenses and stuff. But we crashed through all of those monthly expenses. And right now we are doing a Dagmas present. Right there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Dagmas present. Because I want to get the Marvel Zombicide game. So I am trying to save up for it. I need to get another $350 in for that present. So that is what I am saving up for. Because you know, like, look, I don't lie to you guys. If I need to pay for bills, I pay for bills. If I need to pay for cats, I pay for cats. If I need to buy myself a shiny toy, by thunder, will you know I will want that shiny toy. And I guarantee you, you guys will get some of the benefit too. Like, I'll show you guys the game. I'll sit there and you can watch me play it by myself. Because none of my friends live in Perth. Sag. But anyway.
Saying that, though,
Well, I have
is-
to...
Don't worry, I'll just dig a hole all the way to
That's
you.
true. Could you imagine, like, me going over to Rob's place in New Zealand, just carrying, like, all the zombicide stuff, and that's it? Anyway, I digress.
But hey,
Oh yeah, or Melbourne. I can get high. I can get part way, you know. But you also live in the sticks in Melbourne.
well, not even in Melbourne, but close enough to it, yeah.
See, the fact that you've had to speculate on that is just like, you know, you are definitely in snake country, is all I know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
there
they're
you
the
go.
good boys. Love snakes.
All the good boys love snakes. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. Now, of course, I am also not just asking you guys to donate randomly. We have a number of rewards that you guys can use in order to influence the game while we play. First of all, for $5, you can donate for one of these little red marks that my players have, but they're almost all stacked up. So I need to start ripping these off them. But these are hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Alternatively, you can use that $5 for a jinx point, which are these little purple marks here that can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards in front of me. The first deck is a deck of heroic actions. This heroic action will be something that I provide to a player of your choosing that serves as not only a hero point, but a special unique power that they are able to utilize at their convenience. The second amazing deck that I have in front of me is a deck of story prompts and plot twists. These story prompts and plot twists, Scully, I see your shit-eating grin, you motherfucker. Just sit. He dropped 5 of these on me in one day, but these are
Way to
all
deal with that,
individual, completely random story prompts that I then have to insert into the game during the thing. And Scully, I thought it'd be hilarious to see if I could squeeze 5 into a game. I got 4 comfortably, and it's a 2-hour game, and barely a 2-hour one if I go long on the freaking intro. But you know what? It is a challenge.
Your record
for
has
me.
been 8. I
That's
got you
true.
up to 8 one.
But I didn't do it in 1, did I? I thought I did that in like 2 and
Yeah.
a bit.
No, you did it in 1.
Ooh.
Oh, did it in 1? Okay, well there you go. So the record is 8 so far. I feel like I need a freaking badge. But anyway, the story prompts keep me on my toes for sure. Sometimes they will demand or dictate what the rest of the game is like. We've had bad guys turn into heroes. We've had random people turn into lovers. It's a whole thing. So there you go. Then, of course, we have our $50 donation, which, of course, is a massive donation. It comes with an incredible thank you, which we have just received from our dear friend, Christina. Christina, thank you so much for your $50 donation, you amazing and wonderful bean. The $50 can go to one of two things. Either a magic item, which Navander is very lucky to have acquired from Christina's kind and generous donation, which can be an item that either you, the donator, decides what it is as a homebrew item. You can ask me to design something, or you can get something from that player's wish list, which once Navander decides what that is, will inform you what the wish list item happens to be. Then, of course, alternatively, if you don't want to be, like spoiling the party with gifts and the like, you can instead use that $50 to donate for a boss buff, making an encounter more difficult or challenging, adding a template to things, changing the stakes, upping the ante. There's a whole bunch of just interesting stuff here. And it's very interesting that Navander got a magic item instead of a boss buff, because just saying, the boss buff could have been really nasty right now, but, just saying, there you go. So there it is. And lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item is a massive donation that comes with a huge change into the scope of the game, what's going on. It could be a plot twist. It could be an item. For today, it will be thus. Now, the group is currently in the Goblin Warren underneath, in the pit that they've been exploring. They've just learned that the tribe of the Whisperfang goblins that resided here and were previously under the control of Rip Nugget have since changed management and now are under the control of the infamous bugbear murderer ranger named Bruthasmus, who on regular occasion hunts elves, cuts off their ears, and displays them as trophies. Now, for this particular secret menu item, Navander, your wife has been captured by Bruthasmus, which has made this a very, very challenging and emotionally charged moment here for you. The $100 secret menu item will be this. Your character will receive a new bow. It will be enchanted by the blood of Bruthasmus. And in doing so, you will be able to use Blood Vendetta on the first hit that you make from anyone you attack. You can only attune one person to Blood Vendetta, and it does stack with your Hunter's Mark.
Whoa!
Thing is I don't have Hunter's Mark, but the Blood Vendetta.
Oh, there you go.
Good thing.
So yeah, I
That's
mean, like if you get Hunter's Mark, then there you go.
Yeah, it would stack. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is it. It'll be a blood hunting bow. Something that'll continually remind you of, the dark side. Hatred leads to anger. Anger leads to fear. Fear leads to the death of this motherfucker. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, and yeah, Christina, we've gotten your donation, so that is in and to Navander. So thank you very much, and we have another $50 donation, bringing us to the 50% mark of our goal here from Cookie Mon Steve. Cookie, you
Yeah.
fucking mad lad! What are you up to? What are you doing? I'm curious. What is happening here, Cookie? 3 plot twists and a nat 20 for me. I don't know how to feel about that, Cookie. I'm like with one hand I've got a nat 20 and I'm super excited. With the other hand, I've got 3 fucking plot twists. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna. Schoolie, I can't do that today. Oh, you're helping Schoolie Eye with his thing. Okay, cool.
Well,
That's fine.
technically, I could do plot twist.
Oh yeah, technically. So like the only restriction on my players donating is they cannot donate for themselves. That's the only. That's the. What did you roll to roll a 3 at? Please tell me it was like a D4. Okay, here we go.
A D20. No, it's
God, if it was a D20,
like
Jesus. Okay.
one of these days, School A is gonna roll D100 and just be like,
This many
just
plot twists. I
drop
don't even know how
away.
many cards are in the plot twist deck. You know. Okay, here we go. So, card number 1, a D10. Jesus. Okay. Okay, D10. Number 1 is Wrath. Number 2 is Lacuna. Lacuna Matata. Okay, so target forgets an event as if they have modified their memories. Interesting. All right, and magic moment. Oh, this is writing itself. You know what? I'm gonna give you a free one here, Cookie. This one's a freebie. I feel like Wrath is gonna write itself. Let me put it that way. So I'm gonna give you an extra one. Oh fuck. Worst day ever. Okay. So here are the plot twists. Here are the plot twists, and Matt is it's not looking great, buddy. Plot twist number 1 is Wrath. Plot twist number 2 is Lacuna. Plot twist number 3 is Magic Moment. And twist number 4, our freebie, is Worst Day Ever.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. And I'm also, like, just because of what I've got in mind, I'm just preempting this here real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are hitting the warning mature content button. Right out of the gate.
Alright, let's see how much damage we can do in about an hour, yeah?
We shall see. Cookie, calm your farm. Slow. What are you doing? Thank you, Cookie. What's happening here, Cookie?
I just noticed you made a Hero Forge mini for Brasmus. That's awesome.
Okay, another nat 20 and
Actually,
2 Jinx point. Oh, thank you. Oh, bless your cotton socks. Yay. Oh.
We're gonna die today. Yay.
Yeah. I'm in danger. Okay, 1 nat 20 and 2 extra Jinx point. Thank you so much, Cookie. All right. Okay. So here we go. My button is broken. Okay, here we go. So, Whisper Fang. Sorry, one moment. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I just need to set the right music.
Clover!
McClover, thank you so much. Coming in with a $20 donation. If I had to guess, he is going to fill out the rest of our hero points because McClover.
Or give you another crit.
I mean, maybe. But I think McClover loves you guys a little too much and knows that I'm a little too mean. Three hero points for Peyton and one for Cinderio. Thank you so much, McClover, you kind and sweet and lovely bean. Yeah, it's always good. I mean, look, someone's got to look out for the players, so. And where is... There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. I do. I hope you're doing well. And by the way, if I don't see you, please have I mean, just to everyone, actually, have a safe and wonderful and happy festive season. And all my love to the newlyweds as well. sharing their first Christmas will be very magical. A magic moment, in fact. Does it count? No, it probably doesn't. Okay. Okay, so. Here we go. When we return, things are not in a good way. In the pit, underneath the Devil's Plateau, our heroes are confronted by a fierce and powerful enemy. None other than the bugbear Bruthasmus. Arch enemy to Shalelu Andrasani, Navanda's wife, who has been captured by the bugbear, tortured, and strung up. Bruthasmus grins with a wicked smile, seeing that amongst his goblin following, several heroes from the town of Sandpoint, which has long since earned his ire, have arrived, and among their numbers, Navanda, well known to Bruthasmus as this troublesome, knife-eared Strollop's other half. What a more fitting aperitif to this dinner of death than to have her husband watch the light leave the eyes of his beloved wife. As our heroes begin this scene, Navander, the words that you got prior, the words of guidance, the ones that told you that maybe there needs to be another way to move forward, that maybe forgiveness and understanding is what the goblins need in order to truly turn a new leaf. You and your ways of slaying these goblins and stopping them before their evil could reach the cities now once again burns and fires up inside of you. That all too familiar rage, that twitching in your your firing finger suddenly leaps to the forefront of your thoughts, and all you see is rage. All you feel is anger. You can't hear Peyton or Cinderial, who stand by your side. You can't hear the pleads of the goblins as or the cries of distress as they try to move out of your way. All you hear is the beating of your own heart in your ears, loud. And all you see is red. And that'll be our first plot twist. Wrath. All right. We're going to go into initiative. Unfortunately, because you were brought here and you did not have an initiative bonus, we start with Cinderial, followed by Peyton, then Gerlunk, Bruthasmus, Navander, then the Goblin Commandos. Now, for the sake of this...
Am I able to use a hero point to get even higher?
I'll allow for a reroll if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do a reroll if that's alright.
Sure. All right, Navander, using a hero point for a reroll.
Yes, please.
You can roll initiative on your roll initiative on your side of things.
Yeah. Where is the initiative one? Unless
it'll be at the main page.
It's on the main page.
I cannot see it.
I
got a
just
perception
beside-
here.
Just by AC.
Yeah, and it's perception.
Ah, here it is. Perfect. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You got room for him though. That's cool.
True. Yeah, that is just before Bruthasmus now.
Yeah.
All right, Cinderial, you're up first. You see Navander about to charge. What do? You do have your full turn.
Yeah. So, Sinderial, the last time that we were here, had almost thought Gerlung was turning over a new leaf because he was going to say, "Yeah, I'm the leader. I'm going to lead them to riches in a better way." and that was how she left, especially after Garlunk had helped save her from Rip Nugget as well.
True.
But obviously, seeing Garlunk having handed the crown over, she'll start by addressing Garlunk, almost with a tear going down the. Say, really, Garlunk? I thought you were going to be better than everyone. But I guess we need to prove that you should have been.
Gerlunk looks at you, and he does look disappointed. He looks disappointed in himself. You watch as he looks at Brithasmus, who kind of shoots him this half look. Now, keeping in mind, Brithasmus is not a goblin. Well, he is a goblin, but he is a bugbear. He is the biggest of the biggest goblins, and Gerlunk is just a wee little guy. He's a teeny, itty-bitty little guy, and Brithasmus is an infamous serial killer who is 3 or 4 times his size. So, as far as this goes, you can probably see quite easily why it ended up the way it did. But he definitely, your words definitely wound him for sure.
So to show.
Roll a d6.
Oh, okay. 5.
He takes 5 points of emotional damage.
But to back up her words, she's going to call down a holy light on top of Brasmus.
Okay. Beginning to
Because
channel
she
your
does-
magics. Yeah, go on.
Because she does see that he's going after Shalelu.
Oh, he's not going after Shilelu. He is technically holding her hostage.
But he did threaten to slaughter and.
Oh yeah, he's definitely talking about killing her.
Oh yeah.
And yep, okay, cool. So a beam of holy energy comes down from the ceiling, but as it does so, Brithasmus simply twists in his chair, and you watch as the holy beam.
Yeah. Let's not play around. Let's just use the nat 20.
No!
Damn. Okay, yeah, then add 20. Done and done.
I'm guessing he is not unholy.
He is not unholy. He is a bugbear through and through.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, 36 points of damage as you blast through this his dodge, and the flames now engulf him as he cries out in pain from the light that burns him. And we have plot twist card number 5.
Plot twist?
No, sorry, not plot twist. Crit card. I knew what I meant. I had the right deck. Okay, spell more spells. Knockback. The creature is pushed 10 foot away. I'll give you a choice of direction, actually, on that one. Because you're technically centering it on him, so there is no away. Pushing him away would be down to the ground, so you can pick whichever direction you would like.
Away from Shalelu.
All right.
That's much of a clear path.
10. So he's going to launch there. Roll a d6 for me as he collides with the wall. He takes a further 3 points of damage. All right. The explosion is quite painful. But that is the end of Cindariel's turn as she launches the holy light at Brithasmus. Peyton, you're up next.
All right. Does it look like Shalelu is like she was tied up, right?
Yes. So there's a large stake in the ground connecting the ceiling and the floor. Her hands are tied behind the stake, as are her legs.
Okay. So she is tied to something to keep her from moving. All right.
Correct.
And then I forgot. Diagonal moving, was it like
The
5
first square
and
is
then
5,
15?
and then it's 10, and then it's 5, and then it's 10.
Okay. 5, 15, 20. Oh yeah, thank you. So if I was here, that's easier to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I guess I could do that. 5, 10, 15.
Okay. As you go to there,
25.
as you go to there,
Oops. Sorry.
you provoke 2 attacks of opportunity from the Goblin Commandos.
Okay. That's fine.
They are going to try and slash at you.
They would have cut me off guard then, or off balance, or because they are flanking me at the same time when I would have crossed between them.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Am I using the right Peyton? Is that working? Hold on 1 second. Are you off guard?
That's because of my sneak attack stuff, but
No, there we go.
yeah.
No, it just wasn't clicking for a second. Okay, cool. Okay, first attack. No, that's not. Oh, I know what I need to do. All right, here we go. First attack is a miss.
Ooh.
Second attack is a critical hit.
Ooh. Wait, 28 would be a crit?
It's a natural 20.
Oh, that makes more sense.
All right. Oh, no
Ouch.
worries, Cookie. Likewise, Cookie, if we do not catch up, I mean, I'm sure we will, but if we don't, please have a safe, happy, and wonderful holiday, my friend. Mwah. Please enjoy. Okay, pick a number between 1 to 5 for your crit effect.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nerve Slice. The target is slowed 2 for 1 round.
What does slow do again?
You lose 2 actions.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so the rest of my movement would get me to here, right next to her. Shoot. Can I use a hero point to give me an action to try and pull the stake out? Or at least to maybe use my...
The stake's embedded in the ceiling and the floor.
Oh, okay. Okay, then instead, could I use my Leomano to cut the rope that is holding her up so I can kind of carry her?
Wait, your Leonardo? Isn't that just like a stick, like a club with like, not...
It's got
Shark
it's a
teeth.
club with shark teeth on it,
It's a
but it
versatile
has
weapon that has piercing,
Yeah.
slashing.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, let's change gears to the more mature thing. As you get close to her, and there is now the content warning is in effect, by the way. Okay, here we go. One moment. Now, Peyton, as you get closer, you actually can now see the back of Shalelu. Shalelu's back is just riddled with wounds, arrow marks, and blood stains throughout it. As you use your hero point to untie her, there is one thing you notice as you try to catch her, and you don't know if Navander should see this, but it is that Shalelu has currently got an arrow embedded very deep in the back of her skull.
Ooh.
It is about 4 inches deep into the skull from the back of the head. You realize and recognize that while she is in pain, she is kind of glazed over, but she is not dead. You check her pulse. You check her breath. She's still breathing. She's still alive. But something's wrong. Berthasmus sees you as you look over to him, and his smile turns even more wicked.
What did you do?
What is it, Peyton?
Nothing. Just make sure you kill him nice and quick, or as painful as you wish. But don't look my way, please. Not right now.
What did he do?
Nothing. Just kill him.
Peyton.
You don't want to see this. Trust me.
We move on to Gerlunk. Gerlunk will draw his bow and take aim at Sindariel. But as he does so, he puts the bow down. Navander, you're next.
I will be trying to hide it from Navander, by the way.
Sure, I gathered.
Mm-hmm.
Navander's going to make his way up here. Look at the two goblins. Growl out. Make a path.
Well, there's a path between them. They can't move. It's not their turn. It's not their turn, and they've used their attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Look, I'd love to facilitate, but mechanically, they are fighting for their lives and stuff. So I mean, you can push through though.
Actually, second action, can I just try and intimidate on these guys? That's all right.
Yeah, let's do it. I need a hero point to make it an area of effect rather than a one-on-one.
That's fine. I'll also use a nat 20 to do this too.
Oh shit! Actually, no, I do need the hero point too. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Hero point and the nat 20.
Hero point and the nat 20. This is just happening. Okay, I'm gonna do you one better. These two goblins will just straight up retreat. With Gerlunk not fighting and the natural 20 on the intimidate check, those two kind of pull off to the side and just straight up retreat. So you've moved, intimidate, you can intimidate and then move if you'd like, because that way you can finish your movement a bit further up.
Yeah. He's gonna point his bow at him. He's gonna drop the bow, unsheath his blade. I want you face to face.
My pleasure. Runt. All right. He goes to stand up, and as he does so, he puts the bow down and pulls out his flail. It lands to the ground with a sickening thud, the weight of it readily apparent.
Navander's blade, keen as ever, shines in the half light, ready to taste Prothasma's blood.
All right. Is that it?
That's all he can do. Move, intimidate, draw blade.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Prothasmus charges with a guttural roar. He springs into battle. One moment. There we go. He swings the heavy flail directly at Navander as he runs on the approach. Oh, come now. I am not going to accept that. That was so close to it. That was so close. Okay, no. Nah, let's roll that one again. Okay. Jinx point for a reroll. Much better. The first blow hits. And as it does so, it crashes into your armor, dealing a total of 15 damage. With the third and final action, he swings again. And hits one more time. Ooh, that, you know what? That wasn't as big a hit as I'd like it to be. I am going to burn one of the nat 20s on this.
Ooh.
All right. A heavier hit. Berthasmus puts his all into this attack, dealing 31 damage. As it hits, you feel just each blow bearing down on you, and you give me a number between 1 to 5.
A 5, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Bludgeoning. Nope, because you have no adjacent targets. Crushed trachea. As he hits you,
Ow.
it crushes your throat, making it difficult to breathe. You are considered to be suffocating until you heal or receive any magic healing.
A global blood just drains from the side of his face, from the side of his mouth, as the blood starts filling up his neck.
All right, done and done. But that is that as we return to Cinderiel.
Sandero will start by showing Peyton saying, carry her out carefully if you can. Because she doesn't want to get too close to what basically sounds as though two wounded and fighting bears at this point.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. So she'll do a 2-action heal on Navander.
Ooh.
Nice. Navander, your throat unseizes up as you feel your voice coming back to you. You heal 36 points of damage.
And for that action, she's just going to conjure a shimmering wall of fire to her little shield. As she gets shield.
Done. Your tiny protection is now in play as we go to Peyton.
Alright, so then I have her picked up, correct? But I'm kind of holding her in a way that doesn't get her head, like so the arrow isn't like throttled or anything for sure.
Yep, sure.
Or the marks on her back. I don't have anything really to cover her up with, so it's easier to get past Navander, but I'm gonna try and get behind him. So I'm assuming since I'm carrying it's half move, right?
If you're carrying carefully, yes.
Yeah, I'm carrying carefully, so I will go, so I have a 30, oh wait. 30 move speed, so I'll go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, and while at the same time kind of turning Shalelu so that, Navander, I know he's focused on the fight now, but just so he can't see her like this. And then I'll kind of put her down right here.
Okay.
And just say, Cinderiel, we need immediate attention. Like, really
I'm
bad.
I'm guessing you whisper that so Navander doesn't hear.
Yes. And I whisper to, she's got an arrow in the back of her head, but she's still alive.
Oh, okay.
I believe in you. You can do this.
Right.
You see that Shalelu is now on her side as they're brought in front of you. The arrow still lodged 4 inches inside of her skull. It does not look great. What does look great, however, is a raid from Dan Servo. Guys, thank you so much for coming by and bringing your community here. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're playing the 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, and we're doing a bit of a side quest. Long story short, we are in a mature content scene because there is some signs of graphic violence, which is part of what we're doing. But also we have some very just potential trauma that's happening. So Navander, our group's survivalist, his wife has been captured by a bugbear who is enemies with his wife, and he is apparently, he basically just tortured her by using her as target practice for bows and arrows. Before our players arrived, he launched a final large arrow into her skull. She is still alive, but, needs, as the group has just said, immediate medical attention. So yeah.
So for my last action, I will just aid Cinderial, and then on my next round, I will go help Evander if he needs it, if he wants it. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, done and done. Gerlunk continues to do nothing because Gerlunk still feels guilty about having to betray you. He is definitely not going to rise up against Bruthasmus in the current state of things, but he is also not going to challenge you. He kind of just sort of sits there, very much afraid and very much waiting to see who's going to win, almost as if to surrender the goblin tribe to whoever is in the victorious position. Which then brings us to Navander.
This will be Peyton's new home.
Yeah. As Navander prepares to retaliate to Bruthasmus.
Your blood, Bruthasmus, is mine. I'm going to spell strike using Vampiric Touch. So,
all right,
I have to make a strike.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, nice hit.
Whoa!
So 32 hits. Wonderful.
That will hit.
Okay. So, first of all, I do a small amount of damage. Okay?
Do it. Make it so.
Whoa!
That's 11 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
Then he is going to have to do a fortitude save.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sure, why not?
A failure.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. He's going to take 66 points of damage.
All right.
Wow.
Takes 18
points of
damage.
And then I take half of that as temporary hit points.
Nice.
Ooh.
So that is 9 temporary hit points that you are restored as you lay down this spell strike upon him. You can feel your life energy being restored as you take it from his.
And then for my last action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, last action. Now, last action. He's going to hold out his hand where there is a ram-headed ring onto his hand.
Oh,
which
nice.
is given to us by Christina, as this is a ring of ram.
Nice.
So, as this is only a one-action blow, can he please roll me a fortitude save? The DC is 22, please.
A 23.
Wonderful. Alright, so he's only going to take half damage of 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? How do I pick up 2d6 again, please?
Hold down left click to pick up a d6 and then right click to double it.
Wonderful. He is going to take 3 points of damage, but he's going to get pushed back 5 feet as well.
All right, he is pushed back 5 foot. As this happened, Bruthasmus, as he takes the hit, shakes his head, feeling drained and fatigued. He looks to you and he says, "If that scrawny runt Ribnugget can come back as something undead, you better believe what I turn into next is going to make you and that bitch of a wife quiver in fear. You both will rue the name Bruthasmus. That's, of course, if your pretty little sparrow survives to see the next morning. After all, she doesn't look too good."
once I finished with you, that's not going to be enough to revive you.
Do you check on your wife when he says that?
No. He knows Bruthasmus is using this as a ploy.
Does he though? I mean, Matt knows. No, I'm teasing. No, I'm
Matt
teasing.
knows.
I'm teasing.
I
I'm
mean-
teasing. No,
I
no,
mean-
I'm shitting with you. No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Bruthasmus is going to charge and swing his flail to hit Navander in that moment of being off guard. Jinx point! Goodness. I am rolling like garbage today. Thank you to my audience members for the lovely Jinx point. Much better.
Oh,
Critical hit. As he swings hard and deals 32 damage with that first hit.
Oof.
And with the second and final hit. There's another hit. Ooh. But I'm going to burn that. Oh, actually, you know what? I do get the previous nat 20 before I do this. So, give me a number between 1 to 5.
Let's
no,
go 1.
no, it wasn't a crit. No, it was a crit. Yeah. What was the...
It was
Yeah,
a crit.
it was a crit.
Yeah, what'd you get?
1.
1.
He's going to crit. He's going to crit.
A low blow. Target is sickened 2 and slowed 1 as long as you remain sickened.
Oof. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to use my nat 20.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. So for the second attack, another critical strike. Navander.
Oh, shit.
That brings you to the excess and you start dying.
I'm going to use a hero point to stay on 1. My last hero point.
All right. You remain on 1 hit point. Pick us another number between 1 to 5.
Let's go 2.
2? 1, 2. Here we go. Target is fatigued. All right. So, you are fatigued.
Sickened 1.
Sickened 2.
Sickened 2. Okay.
And then slowed
slow.
1 for while you are sickened.
Yeah.
Okay. Done and done. That was Bruthasmus. Back to the top where we're at Sindariel.
Yep, sorry, I just saw Divine Intervention come in.
Oh, Divine Intervention?
Ooh.
For
and then
what?
it's on your...
Oh, for Navander. Oh, Navander gets a Divine Intervention. I mean, if you use it today, yes. Otherwise, we'll just return it. Because remember, Divine Intervention is a forced reroll, which Navander hasn't made a roll.
Yeah, and if you were going to use it on the Bruthasmus, that was a critical token that was used.
All right. Sindariel,
Yeah.
you're up next.
So
Can Divine Healing heal the boss back for full? Sadly, no. But a boss buff could definitely have some interesting ramifications here.
So Sindariel knows that Shalalu is not looking good
Correct.
as she was brought up. So
Mhm.
Sindariel will whisper to Peyton, saying, "Help Navander. Keep his attention out there, and while I try and do what I need to do here."
You got it.
All right. Make a medicine check. And I'm going to be right back in 2 shakes. I just have the door.
Then I look over to Navander and be like, and then I look back to Cinderella and just say, yeah, he's going to need a lot of help. Whoa!
Just don't let Navander.
Don't let Navander see. I don't think he can really see right now.
I was going to say, don't let Navander hear saying he needs a lot of help. Just help him.
Looks like Navander's getting 2 pelts today.
Oh God. Oh, that's okay, Christina. Skilly, are you gonna be able to return points? Okay,
What do you have?
gotcha. All right, here I come, Evander. Oh, here I'm still coming.
This is not looking great, guys.
I redeemed Goblin Voice on this.
Oh no! Oh
Well, if it
no!
hit the throat,
Such a thing.
but considering the low blow, you might go high pitched.
But I also have to get the growly to it. So it has to be a bit like this. It's a very growly gobber voice now.
Yes, I understand. No, I can't
Now
do
you need
Goblin that
more.
well. Yeah.
There you go. More growl, more high.
Yeah, why aren't you doing it, you?
Hey?
Anyway, a 28 on the medicine check.
Okay. So, the medicine check has revealed that Shalelu has indeed been lobotomized. The amount of gray matter that has been damaged from the arrow, and this has not been shot at her. This has been very painstakingly and very knowingly inserted into her brain. You could potentially remove it, but also potentially cause permanent damage.
Yeah.
Even with your magic healing, it would require a reasonably high level heal spell to restore the damage that's done to an organ, similar to a regeneration over just a generic heal for hit points.
Which Sidero doesn't know spells for that yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, at this point in time, you are going to try and do what you can to help, or are you just going to kind of leave it?
So after she'd whispered that to Peyton, she's not going to tell Peyton all that. What she will try to do is almost stabilize and make her as comfortable as she can, such that Navander could either make the call himself, or at least say the last words before she goes. So effectively, she's just tending to try and make Shalila as comfortable as possible at this point.
All right.
Then you might want to get Evander up somehow.
He's at 1 HP.
Oh, he is. I forgot. It's on my screen. It's still gray.
I know. It's
I was like, yeah.
That's because he's not actually at 1 HP in the combat tracker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I should probably put it there. There we go. Done. All right. Peyton, you're up next.
All right. Leaving. I'll leave. I'll go help. I mean, I'm trying to think what to say. I'd say, all right, Evander, get ready. I go, and I'm going to move my 30, doing a tumble through, so I avoid attacks of opportunity. So I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, attempting a tumble through. So I'll leave me here first. Oops, I got my activities pages. There it is. Oops. Oh, it doesn't. 21?
21. Let's see what they get. To tumble through, it's a... Is it an opposed or is it a fort? Either way, it won't.
I tried to drop it on him, but...
Yeah, either way, it won't work.
Okay, hero point to re-roll that?
Jinx point to fail. As you go to tumble through through that area between them, Berthasmus sees you and his hunting instincts kick in. He takes his very, very large mace and drops it directly onto you, Peyton. And lands a solid blow with a colossal thud. You take 13 points of damage and are unable to move.
Okay.
Get out of the way! However, you are... No, are you slowed? No, you're not slowed. Navander is.
I was slowed before.
Yeah, you're
So I couldn't.
you know, you're unslowed at this point.
Okay. Second turn or second action?
Yep. So you've moved. You've got a second action. Oh wait,
I'm
no.
going to.
I think tumbling is an action as well. So move, tumble.
That's what I asked. I asked you that previously, and we talked about it just being part of the move. Because it's a move action to tumble through. So I was like,
oh, okay, yeah.
That's why I
okay,
said it.
Yeah, then it
as-
has to be part of the move.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So then my second one would be, because I'm assuming that was a reaction to hit me with that.
Mhm.
I will go behind him with my second action, kind of getting around him, so I can get him off guard with Navander. And
Sorry. Hold on. You're.
second action.
Wait. How are you moving past him?
I moved around him. I'm kind of right through here.
No. There's definitely no way for you to squeeze through there. If he was a willing ally, absolutely, but he's not.
Okay, can I jump over him then?
You would need to make an entirely separate check, as you've just failed your acrobatics check. And no, you wouldn't be able to jump over him. It's like a 10-foot tall. Remember, it's a goblin tunnel.
Oh, how tall is he?
He's like 7 foot something.
Oh. Can I slide under him?
Sure, make another acrobatics check. This is, however, another move action.
Yeah, no. So this would be the second move action to try and get under.
Yep,
'Cause
not a
the
problem.
third. Yeah. You said acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, thank you to Christina
Ah!
for 2 hero points for Navander.
You know what?
I don't
Hero
know.
point.
Tell me.
You don't have
hero
any
point?
jinx points this time. Yep.
I don't. All right, go for the reroll.
33.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, you slide onto the other side of him. Making
And then I
him
go.
off guard.
Oh, sorry. Yep. And then I go for the swing of my Leomano.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't crit, I'm using my crit.
I'm
So I
gonna,
might
I'm,
as well
gonna
just-
I'm gonna throw this out there because again, this is a good learning moment. This is a good thing.
Yeah, sorry.
No, this isn't a thing. Because I mean, like I said, this is one of those, and it's okay. There's nothing. I want to prefix this with there's nothing wrong. There's nothing that. This is just one of
Yeah.
those things where we weigh up what are we doing? Are we playing a game or are we storytelling? Because ultimately here, Peyton could. I mean, again, we're entitled to the nat 20s. That's what they're there for. That's what they're here for. But do you recall that when we had that brief TED talk about like actions in a round where we acknowledge what's going on, we react to the things going on, and then we interact with the world around us. Following that was a statement about the priority of the narrative, whose scene or whose moment is in these things. Now, is it
I
going to be?
guess somebody just go after me.
Pardon?
I thought we were a little.
No,
I thought we were in more time. Not time, but like.
no. But that's exactly how it
Yes, but-
happens, though, right? Is as soon as combat hits, all my character stuff disappears, and we just start clinically going through my turns, my actions, my abilities. How can I be functional?
Yeah.
What's the most efficient way to do stuff, right? But the thing is if you're playing a game in which that is the case, which is fine, by the way. Again, like I want to keep stipulating this. It is perfectly fine to play like that. We aren't, however, storytelling when it comes to those moments. Now, this is a great moment here because Neil, above the table, do you think the final blow for Berthasmus should come from Peyton as just an off-the-cuff hit?
No, that is true.
So,
But I also see how injured Navander is.
100%, absolutely. And Navander has a huge risk to take, absolutely. But if
Mhm.
you say kill Brithasmus now, then Navander can't take that risk. And Navander
Okay.
can't, you know what I mean? What you could potentially do, or have potentially done, is you could ready an action to attack Brithasmus should Navander go down. You could potentially lend an assist action in order to increase his armor so that he can defend against
Yeah.
Brithasmus's next attack, or even say, "I'll take the next attack for you on your behalf," and that's my action there. There are a million actions that
Yeah.
aren't efficient that tell a great story. And like I said, the reason I wanted to bring this up here is because I think this is like peak example of what I tell people about when I talk about this, because most of the time it's like, oh, you're fighting some goblins, so no one gives a shit about your story and stuff like that, because ultimately you're just killing some
Yeah.
goblins. But this here is a great story moment. I'm not telling you to change your action. I'm not telling you to alter it and stuff like that. But I'm
Okay.
just giving this as a moment for my audience and, of course, for my players as well, just to see, like, what the potential of this scene or this encounter could be is something,
Okay.
is something we should look
Yeah.
for, something we should, like, kind of be like there.
I do know what I'm gonna do then.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the music in a second, but yes. Also, thank you to our audience for giving me that moment to share my TED talk. I mean, like I said, I love games and I love role playing and stuff like that. I would never tell people how to role play, but that I love pointing out bits that encourage my style of gameplay, which, as everyone knows, despite my rather brutal nature with my bosses and stuff like that, I'm a very narrative GM. I love a good story. I love good moments. I love chewing on scenes, and that sort of thing. So yeah, there we go. Okay,
All right.
so
In which case, still taking my Leomano, I instead sweep the foot as I'm going to use the hooked part of it and try and trip him on his
Ooh.
face.
Nice. All right, make a athletics check to trip your target number, unless it has the trip function.
It does because I have a hooked Leomano. I put the hooked rune on it.
Okay, very well. In which case, I believe you can use your weapon attack in place of the athletics check. Your target number is
Sweet.
22. That is not a 22.
You know what? I think this deserves the crit. I'm critting a trip on him.
All right. You trip him over, and he falls prone. Because you landed a trip attempt, and he's fallen prone, I'm going to say roll a d6. You're going to do some damage.
Yeah. 4.
All right, what's your strength?
4.
So he takes 8 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
As he falls prone to the ground after you trip him.
Navander, get him!
Navander, it is now your turn. Fatigued, sickened, slowed, each blow from Brithasmus heavier than the last, but he lays on the ground in front of you now as Peyton has tripped the beast.
Alright, this is gonna have to be the last thing I do for the game as well. So
Yep.
a lot of pressure riding on this thing.
A lot of pressure.
Now, instead of doing an action to reload my spell strike, can I use one or both my hero points, please?
Sorry, one more time.
To reload my spell strike, am I able to use one or more of my hero points instead of doing the action to do it?
Sure.
Wonderful. The blade of Navander glows with a vibrant red. Sparks of fire erupt from the blade itself as it turns into glowing embers. He raised his blade above him, looking down at Brithasmus. Burn. burn away to cinders. Don't come back.
Whoa! Fucking. Okay. As you say this, there is a horrifying cry and a scream as fire, almost as if this fire had, come from hell itself, just begins to erupt and burn Berthasmus. As his flesh starts to sizzle, the smell fills the entire chamber. You can roll your damage if you'd like.
No, I'm pretty good. I'm fairly sure it does. Yeah, because
But you can always see what it does.
All right.
He actually ends up living.
All right.
Just once.
So first of all,
Dang.
this is the crit for the sword.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, he died.
And then the crit for the fire spell.
Yep. And then 33 in excess. Yep. As his flesh disappears, he is nothing more than a charred skeleton. He sits up and reaches up to you and tries to grab hold of you. But as he does so, when he grabs your shirt, a light begins to bathe you. It is a light of like kind of this very azure blue and starlight. The fingers that touch you begin to disintegrate and dissolve. It travels along his hand and his forearms, pulling backwards more and more until he cries out one last time and the burning skeleton disappears forever. In addition, you see the light that encapsulates you also encapsulates Shalelu. Cinderiel, you feel as though you should pull the arrow out. And as you do so, Navander, you rush over to your wife. You cradle her in your arms. The arrow dislodged, you look down and you feel the warmth of her blood, but then inspect her wounds, her back, her body. There is no wounds there at all. Just this blue glow. At first you thought it was from your magic, but you feel something different. Something almost divine. Now, for the plot twist for today, the worst day ever. Shalelu's lobotomy. Berthasmus knew he was going to die, and, quite frankly, that was his goal. He had been fighting for so long, he wanted it to end. He thought a cushy life with the goblins was how he was going to ride out his days until adventurers came to kill him. Little did he know that by taking Shalelu hostage in order to provoke and lure heroes here, he lured the one most likely to kill him. And by the hand of Navander, he met his end. But he left with a mark, a memory. The lobotomy damaged the brain. And as she awakens, she looks at Navander with no recollection of who he is.
No!
But so strong is the love between Navander and Shalelu that despite the memories being gone, Shalelu looks up at Navander and immediately falls in love. There's a moment
Oh.
where she meets Navander's gaze, and you are brought back to that very first time you met. That first look, that first gaze, in which all the pieces now matched. Tears down your eyes as you realize that the woman you love doesn't recall who you are. She asks, I'm sorry, I must have slipped and hit my head. I'm Shalelu Andrasani. Who are you?
Navanda gives a sad smile. My name is Navanda. Please, this is a dangerous place. Why don't we go to have a chat somewhere safer? Allow me.
She's still quite sore, but her wounds have been fully healed by the divine healing that we have gotten from the chat, as has Navanda. Your strength returned. You lift her up as if she was light as a feather. And unfortunately, at this point, we are going to say goodbye to our dear friend Matt from All Things Fantasy. He's going to stay in the chat here, but we will come to more of a detailed reunion with Shalelu when Matt is available. But the two of them, for the time being, are going to retreat. I say retreat loosely, to back to town after
Find a quiet
attuning.
corner.
Thank you,
After
Millsy, and also Jen for that.
And yes, yeah, thank you, Millsy, and thank you, Jen, for your divine healings, you wonderful people. Blessed by Desna and Shaylin is this union. So very cute, very
Yeah.
lovely. Okay, Matt, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your appointment. I don't know what it is, but I hope it's prosperous, I guess.
No, not really. It's
Oh,
boring.
that sucks.
I sat on the crossing.
Okay. Fair.
Anyway, thank you for the game, everyone. Have a great
Yeah.
evening.
Yep.
See you later.
Yeah.
Before we head back to town, I pick up the crown that he left behind. That Breathasmus left behind, because he had the crown that Rip Nugget had, right?
Yes.
Yes, I pick it up
It's
before
just there.
Gerwin can grab it.
Yeah, no, it's just in the ashes and stuff. He's not even going for it.
Okay, well, I pick it up. I try to break it myself first, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna take it back to town for Xanthus to break or try to do something with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, before we end today's session,
Yep.
we will have you guys dealing with Gerlunk. The goblins are around, and Gerlunk sort of steps forward, looking at the ashes of Berthasmus. He looks to you both and says, "That's the trouble. There's always a bigger fish. Look, we're not big, and we're not strong.
Yep.
We're sneaky, and
Yep.
that's how we have to do things.
Exactly.
Someone big comes along, we fall in line, we don't get killed.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you understand it's nothing personal."
I mean, you didn't attack us during the fight.
Well, I felt bad
What is
about Rip
that?
Nugget, and you were here like yesterday, and it's already, a regime change. I felt a little bad.
If you do mean to change, even if things like this happen, if you let us know, who knows, maybe some adventurers might decide to save you rather than come in here and eliminate the entire tribe. As she looks right down the corridor to where Evander would have walked.
Yep.
Not to be blunt, it almost happened today.
He scoffs. He says, "Venturers are always coming in, always killing us,
And why do you think that is?
They're bored. They're bastards.
And do you always attack them first as they approach, rather than talk?
Has to. They don't listen. They often come in and they want to take what we've rightfully stolen.
And yet, we came in originally, talked to you, and peacefully, and then you presented us to Rip Nugget.
Well, that's
We
'cause I
didn't even
thought-
steal anything.
Well, that's because I thought Rip Nugget was going to kill you all and I was going to steal your stuff.
But we also didn't come in and immediately try to kill you.
Or steal anything.
Which was very strange and probably why you got turned into a monster and you got the shit kicked out of you.
Probably.
Listen, goblin life is not Longshank life. Goblin life is a life where goblin eat 10 times their weight in food every day. So, we can't make that much food. So we steal it. People train dogs to chase us through tunnels, keep us out like we're vermin. That's just goblin life. Goblins born in the mud and thrown into a cage. And the one that's biggest and not eaten gets to come out of the cage. This isn't brutal. It's goblin life. And you tells us that we should just believe that peoples are gonna just show up, walk in, and be all talky, yacky, yacky, and we're not supposed to rob them?
Well, while you keep robbing them, they will keep coming in here to try and reclaim their items.
Well, if we don't robs, we die. We starve.
Tell me, what is your favorite type of food? What do you like to eat?
Everything.
Do you enjoy
We goblins.
fish?
We not picky. We steal
Okay.
garbage. We steal regular food. We steal fruits. We steal veg. We loves meats. We eat some scrap metal from time to time.
I just looked at Cinderio. It's like, what if they got hired as garbage disposal in Sandpoint?
So Daryl was probably going to go a different path. Says, but if you scavenge from the open world, finding various treasures in places like this that have long been abandoned, why not trade for the food? Have you ever considered it?
People not want junk. Why people trade food for junk?
Well, you find junk, they might find priceless.
What do you mean priceless junk?
Okay, fine. Expensive junk.
I mean, it might not apply to you, but for some of us, there are old relics that appear decrepit to some, but their significance are usually wide-reaching.
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Probably better than mine. Yeah, yours was way better than mine.
Okay.
But chat, this is because Cinderella is still trying to convince Evander that there's good goblins out there.
Okay. He says he
was gonna say,
says
if it-
you haven't killed us yet. That's weird. Maybe something to be said about trading. Maybe. maybe we try, but who's going to listen? Who's going to buy from goblins instead of kill goblins? You find someone in town to trade with goblin, then we consider coming and doing whatever this thing you say is.
I mean, we would.
So I'm going to take this above the table in case this happens next week.
Sure.
No
Yep,
matter
yep.
when. So the reason Cinderella is going down this approach is because we were told that there was the artifact parts down
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
And the way she was trying to lead the conversation is to have them help us search the bottom
Oh,
levels.
this will. Oh, yeah. That won't help you because this is like part of the stuff you'll pick up on the adventure. So the only way for them to get it is to get ahead of you, which they just won't. But they have other things they can trade, and they are very handy and very crafty and stuff like that. Again, there are also goblins working in town. Interestingly
Yes.
enough, though, in Pathfinder First Edition, this is how goblins were. They were kind of like nuisances and vermin and stuff like that. In Second Edition, goblins became a more accepted part of many cultures and stuff. And I kind of like that we are almost like exploring how goblins left behind their old ways in order to become more attuned to
Standardized life.
standardized life, I guess. Yeah. So I like that. So here's your task. Here's your new quest. The quest is to go back to the town of Sandpoint and find as many merchants as you can who would hire or otherwise do business with goblins. People like the meadery, people like the fishmongers, people like the bar, people like the guards, people like wherever you can find them. And if that does work, they'll come in and they will join the town, or for the most part, do business with the town. Now, at the end of this, however, unfortunately, I think this is the best place to stop our adventure, as two players are not going to do well, no matter what we do on anything else.
No.
Do the goblins need a new leader?
Do they need a new leader? Well, the thing is Gerlunk is technically the leader. The thing is that they need to not always be the weakest thing on the food chain.
But I have the crown.
He says, you know that thing's been on 2 people who have died, right? I don't want
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm not gonna wear it.
Yeah.
And Sidero's also
That
looking at
thing's
Pete and saying,
super
"Are you
cursed.
trying to be
That's
the
why I'm
big
not
thing
giving
this
you.
way?" Ruled up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. He'll basically say this. He says that he'll still be the leader of the Whistlefang goblins for sure. But
But we can
maybe
take this,
something
right?
maybe something to add to his strength. Maybe something to like what's the word? Maybe something to consolidate his power. This could be an animal companion, a magic item, something that'll stop
Huh?
bigger things from just pushing him over.
You know what? We'll bring you something.
That's yeah. That's your epiphany. You don't need to. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. With our 2 quests.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, with our 2 quests now in
Give him
tow,
life skill.
guys. That's the end of today's game. Like I said, we ended a little bit early just because we are shy on people. But thank you, everyone, for coming and joining us and being a part of the show today. A very special thank you to our raiders from Dan Servo. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. And we hope you guys had a freaking amazing time. Also, hi, Drew. Good to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Welcome in. But yeah, plenty of time to do stuff next time. As far as the schedule goes, it looks like we will be playing next week. But of course, as we say with this season, please just be aware of potential interruptions. So there you go. Oh my God, you know what? I'm gonna update it right now, Cookie. That's a good point.
I was about to mention it as well.
I know.
Oh.
Hold on, let me add it here.
Hi, Varian.
Yeah, you can ask. Well, what's your request, Christina? Also, hi, Varian. Tune in, right out. That's it, exactly. Let's see. Yeah, Christina, go for it. I get back Jack in time to be a pain in the bollocks. Well, that's fair. I mean, like, imagine if he dropped like a boss buff right now and Gerlong just bulks out and he's like, "Oh, I'm a troll now. Take that," and just beats you up.
I'd beat him up because I'm a troll slayer.
Although, yeah, no, that's the whole thing. Okay, so here we go.
Killed one.
Streaming
But I found one.
tools, chatbot. There we go. Chat commands, custom chats, donations, yada yada yada. Sirenscape, yada yada yada. Schedule. Here we go.
Happy birthday, yeah.
And then we've got Sunday at, what was it, 8 a.m.?
Yes. 8 a.m. on my time, at least.
Yeah, because it's the same time as some.
I can probably also get rid of the with Patreons type thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
that
7
would reduce
a.m.
the
my
cost.
time now.
Let's get rid of that one. I feel like we don't need to know they're with Patreons. I feel like all these games are with Patreons. I wrote it there at the time that I had.
How else will they know to become a Patreon to join a game?
It's true. Well, I've only got one Patreon slot now.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, save that. There, the schedule has been updated in there. So now I just need to update the schedule in my chat. Which we go here, we go there.
8 a.m. your time. Okay.
Where is my schedule button? Overview, research, analytics, stream manager, discovery, engagement, payout, role, activity. Where the hell does it even go? Channel schedule, here we go. Add a stream. Title, Pathfinder 2E, Pray for Death. It is in the Pathfinder category. It is at 8 a.m. Goes for 2 hours. Repeats every Sunday. Save changes. Okay, done. There, they have been added. Okay, yep. Christina's message. Here we go. Thank you, OG. B is right, and they can say everyone sings. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Wait. Have a request. B is right here, and can everyone sing happy birthday? Yes, absolutely we can. It is going to sound absolutely awful, but we're going to try. All right. So everyone in chat. Yeah.
Happy birthday from 3 time zones.
Which one? From a few time zones. Yeah, that's true. All right. So here's what I want to do. I want everyone to type in happy birthday as we're doing it at the same time as me, Neil, and Schoolie are singing it. Okay. So it's all at the same time. We're going to try and coordinate it. It's going to sound amazing. It's going to sound perfect because singing online never goes wrong. Okay. You ready, boys?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Yay! Oh, we did our best. That was I'm so sorry, B, but yes, happy birthday nonetheless. And you know what? Before we leave, we do have the DAG formations, but this is going to be a special DAG formation as well. Guys, remember, every year is not a year closer to the grave, but another level in your life. You get to a certain point where the path behind you has led to shaping you and sculpting you like a delicious, amazing bowl of clay. And whatever beautiful piece of art you make, even though right now you may have these things that you wish to change about yourself, this will happen every single year. So take a moment to appreciate the piece of art that you are right this moment, because by this time next year, you will have changed, whether it's slightly, whether it's a lot, and you'll only be the you that you are right now in this moment. So enjoy it. There you go. He has blushed and smiles. Yay! Amazing. All right. Well, that makes me happy. Good. I'm glad. All right, we're gonna leave, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Michael. I'm the Delta Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. You will see us next on Sunday morning, when we will be back for Pray for Death, our all-assassin adventure with another group of individuals for more Pathfinder shenanigans. So be sure to tune in for that one. It's now in the schedule. And of course, as always, guys, from me to you, stay kind, stay safe. Sorry, be safe, be kind, because why the fuck not is free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Mwah.
Bye.
Ciao. Also, happy birthday for New Year's if I don't see you on Bandicoot. I'll try to send you a message. If I don't, then this is that. Happy birthday. And Happy New Year. Okay, bye.
Happy New Year.